With remarketing, you'll have the opportunity to show advertisements to people who have visited your site before. Remarketing can help deliver customized and high-performance ads. You've already worked hard to get the traffic to your website once, so there's no sense in letting that effort go to waste. And because a visitor is often already familiar with your offering, the ads tend to see a higher than average click-through rate at a lower overall cost. Before you can start showing ads to customers on a remarketing list, you'll need to create a remarketing tag and put it in all pages of your website or within your mobile app. From there, you'll be able to create as many lists as you want using rules based on sections of your site or screens within your app. You don't have to create a separate tag for each list you create. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into the specifics of remarketing. If you'd like more on that, take a look at my course on online marketing fundamentals. Instead, let's talk about how to get remarketing set up in Adwords. Once you're in your Adwords account, you'll want to go to the left-hand menu and choose Shared Library. From here, you have an audience section up in the top left corner, and you'll see the first option is to remarket to people who visited your site before. I'll choose the View link, and it's going to bring us into another window. First things first, we need to decide if we're using dynamic ads. In other words, Google will allow us to configure remarketing to automatically show them ads based on the products they viewed on the site. This is a really exciting feature, but because this is an essentials course, we don't have time to cover everything there is to know about dynamic ads. You can hover over the question mark here and then choose the link to learn more about dynamic remarketing if you want to read up on that on your own time. Next, I'll choose the Set Up Remarketing button. Here, Google's going to say that we need to add a tag to our site. You can choose to use the Google Analytics tag instead of the AdWords remarketing tag if you have that configured. You can then choose to send the instructions by email, or if you unselect that box, you'll get the instructions in just a moment. From here, you'll choose Continue, and then we need to set up our lists. So I'm going to choose to Return to Audiences. Here in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see that Google is providing us with some remarketing tag information. I'll choose Tag Details, and then I'll select View Tag Implementation Instructions, and then we can choose the View AdWords tag for websites. And this is the actual remarketing tag that you'll want to add to every web page right before the closing body tag. That's typically down by the footer. And again, as you saw earlier, if you want to send these instructions by email, you can provide the email addresses in here, and then choose Done in the bottom left-hand corner. Here is your audiences, and initially, it's all visitors. So you have a remarketing list available to you, and it's going to be anyone who visited your site. But let's say you want to refine that further. Well, a remarketing list is really a collection of cookies from people who have visited. You can create lists for people that have visited multiple pages, specific pages, or performed certain actions. You'll do that by selecting the plus remarketing list button and give your list a name. Let's say that it's people who visited page Y. From there, you'll choose who to add to your list. It can be visitors of a page, visitors who didn't visit another page or who also visited another page, specific dates. Maybe you're running a special promotion during a period of time, and you want to also offer that promotion sort of after it ends, letting people know, hey, I'm sorry you missed out, but I'll still give you that special offer. Or people that have specific tags. I'm going to leave this as visitors of a page, and then you can set some rules. So in this field, I could say, well, people who visited page y.html. And what's great is that when Google looks at our site, they're going to see all of our URLs. And we don't have to specifically have special tagging on this one page. Google's going to allow us to filter down just the people that have visited that page. To the right, there's a plus rule option. And you can choose if you want to do URLs that contain terms. So let's say you have a shopping cart and you have a category labeled jackets. And you don't really want to put every single individual URL, but you know that all the URLs contain jackets. Well, then you can just create a term that says URL contains the word jackets. You can choose how long you want people to be a part of this list. In this case, it's defaulted to 30 days. And once you're done, choose Save. And just like that, we've added another rule. And what's great is we can now set up marketing. We can run ads specific to these audience lists. I highly recommend that you take the time to set up, configure, and explore everything that AdWords remarketing has to offer.